place?
Yep. Got a good view of the estate where this meeting is supposed to take place. What now?
Alvara's our target. He's supposed to be here tonight.
Oh, I'm glad I brought this rifle. But what's the deal with the scope?
It can transmit images to me in real time. Aim at someone, and I'll run their picture through the database. See if we get a match. The longer you focus on a target, the quicker I can make an ID. The ID is all I need.
And if the target's a scumbag, I take him out.
That's your call. If you decide to shoot, just make sure you don't do it if the target's inside of a camera or another person. We don't know who Alvara's meeting, so taking anyone else out may have repercussions, depending on who their friends are. Owns a sports car dealership in Naples. Does a lot of international business, but no criminal record. Not our guy. A nobody. Roman artist. Made a name for himself last year with a controversial exhibit in Paris. Some local juvenile offenses, but otherwise he's clean. Not our target.
Looks like the guards are clear. Moving up to the next position. In position.
All right, let's begin. Spanish celebrity talk show host. He's a known meth user, but nothing related to financing terrorists or arms smuggling. Well, she's a little underdressed.
Definitely a cold night from the looks of it.
All right, Mike. Dutch flower baron. He's suspected of dipping into the drug trade, but that's all I've got. Nothing really incriminating. Private security. Ex-special forces. Not our man. But definitely a professional. He planned and led the assault that took back the hijacked British jet last year.
I remember reading about that. Should I get an autograph for him?
No, I work for the infamous Mike Thornton. Compared to you, he's small time. Security guard. He's clean.
I'm in position overlooking the chateau. A lot of guests tonight.
I see. Might be very...
Careful, I know. I don't want a mob after me before we have a target.
Immigrated to France from the West Bank about 10 years ago and serves on the board of directors for the Christian Islamic Confederation. He's practically a saint. Keep looking. That's Alvara. That's him.
Take him out.
Hold on. A lot of State Department It says he's dirty. Interpol says his finances are legitimate, though. And
do I take him out?
none of these State Department records are sourced. I can't tell where they came from, or when. Best I can tell, their intel was added to his sheet a few months before you left for Saudi Arabia.
He's a member of Al Samad, right?
I don't know. I'd say yes. But I might be wrong. You can take him out, or we can abort. It's up to you.
I'm aborting the mission.
All right, Mike.
What's that beeping noise? No sign of Albara yet.
Maybe he stood you up.
I don't know. Something feels wrong.
Well, stay alert. I'm starting to trust your instincts.
Sorry, that's...
Switch off your transmitter. If you reach for your gun, one of my men will put a bullet in your skull.
Transmitter's off. I don't plan on reaching for my gun unless you make it necessary.
Once I have the information I need, I plan to leave. You will not be harmed. Perhaps you thought you could enter Rome under the radar. You are...
I had to. You were my last lead. I'm here to find out what Halbeck is doing in Rome and their ties to Al Samad.
And what led you to believe that Halbeck has any interests in Rome or Al Samad?
Are you denying that either one is true?
I do not believe you would have come here without evidence.
And what makes you think that?
You aren't here in an official capacity. You are operating under Alpha Protocol.
Interesting. Considering the program's secret, I would have expected you to say traitor, unless you have insider knowledge.
If you think you're the first to be abandoned by your government, you would be wrong. You are Michael Thornton, a veteran with an impressive record of solving seemingly impossible problems.
I'm an operative now. After Saudi, I had to change my 5-year plan. I'm guessing you're here to confirm the file you have on me. Anything else you need to check?
Reports place you as someone loyal to your country and who believes in carrying their missions through.
Is that so odd?
In today's day and age, yes. but not to me. And you were the one who crossed paths with a German mercenary in Moscow. Z.
I get around, and she was a little insistent we get together.
I am not surprised. She is a mercenary, but hardly professional, or discreet, it seems.
Have you two had dealings before?
Contract disputes only.
So you know a great deal about me, and I know who you are. You're Leyland's right-hand man, his lackey, toady, henchman. And you wear those gloves to keep the blood off your hands. I've read your dossier. You've lived a full life. Kuwait, South Africa, that oil refinery explosion in Moscow. It's like a concert tour with you.
Yes. You, on the other hand, have managed to enter Rome quietly. I didn't know you were here until an hour ago. You're skilled at keeping a low profile. No murders, no public announcement. Very impressive.
What happened to Albara?
Dead, of course. Once you'd ID'd him, well, his use to me was at an end. In less than a day's time, you have already managed to cause me considerable inconvenience. Now, tell me what you're doing here.
I was tracking down a lead, and it looks like I've found it.
I see. So you thought all you had to do was wait and we would speak. Interesting.
What I don't understand, though, is why we're talking at all. Unless keeping me alive is important for some reason.
I have orders, and I am a cautious person.
So am I. And I think we have room to negotiate.
No, I am not authorized to make deals. Besides, I believe you have nowhere to go for help. In that situation, it is a rare man who goes to his enemy's door. So, yes, this is a social call. A warning. You have proven yourself capable, but pursuing this course of action will not serve you any longer. Go underground, hide, but stay out of our way.
Or else what?
Or people you care about will start to die. We know you've been in contact with one of your fellow agents. That contact will die if you persist, and then we will kill you.
I'm alone. I'm not in contact with anyone. Certainly not the agency that cast me out.
Your denial just adds to the evidence.
So we're done here. I leave Rome, leave you to your plan, and that's it.
Yes. What you do next is up to you, but there are only two immediate choices. Leave, you live. Stay, you die.
You don't seem like the corporate stooge type. In fact, you seem like someone who doesn't take orders at all, especially from someone like Leyland.
Are you questioning my loyalty?
I am, but not in the way you think. I've read your dossier. From where I'm standing, it doesn't seem like Halbeck's any better than the governments that you've served with. In fact, they're like a government unto themselves, and if you think for a second that they give a rat's ass about their employees, then you're twice the fool. Do you seriously think they wouldn't leave you out to dry if they had to?
Your attention to detail and history borders on obsessive. You may live through this after all. Leave Rome. If we see each other again, it will be the last time.
I confess, you slipped into Rome almost without us noticing. You were even more difficult to track after that.
Between Halbeck and local authorities, the locals were the tough ones.
No matter. Mr. Marburg found you. That must have been a surprise, meeting up for lunch like that.
When we talked, he had a lot to say about Halbeck and some suggestions about my involvement with your corporation.
Really? I can rarely get 3 words from the man.
Well, feel free to have him threaten you whenever you get tired of listening to yourself.
I'd be curious to hear more, and your first impression of Mr. Marburg. What did you discuss?
We discussed business. Turns out both of us have experience with abuse of authority.
He described you as a man of your word. Patriotic, I believe, also came into the conversation. But Mr. Marburg was not always the best judge of character. Nor does he instill much loyalty in employees. Speaking of which, this woman entered the picture not long after your meeting with Marburg. She was in our office in Rome. Madison, I believe.
Yes.
I always wondered, did you ever regret getting her into this?
It wasn't my choice.
Oh, Mike. In the end, it was.
Mike, we may have a problem. The VCI employee I mentioned before, Madison, I think she's going to act.
What do you mean, now?
She's calling the operator and asking for you by name.
She can't be working for Marburg. Unless this is a trap. Who is she calling?
The city directory. And maybe the police next. If she does...
Can you intercept the call? Redirect it?
What? Why?
Did you see her picture? No way am I missing out on that action.
Nice. Okay, let me patch her through. Operator?
Miss St. James?
Hello? Yes, is this the operator?
No, Miss St. James. This is Michael Thornton.
Oh, thank God. Mr. Thornton, please, you have to listen to me.
I don't believe we've met before. How do you know my name and why are you calling?
I have reason to believe your life is in danger. I know it sounds crazy, but
You don't say.
I don't want to discuss the details over the phone. This line may be tapped. She is a sharp one. But it's important I speak to you immediately. Is there someplace we can meet?
Of course. I'll send you the address of a local restaurant.
All right. I still have to hail a cab.
I'll have one sent to your cross streets.
Oh, okay.
I'll see you soon, Miss St. James.
Thank you for meeting me, Mr. Thornton.
Let's discuss what you told me over the phone.
I know it sounds crazy. Where to begin?
Just start at the beginning. And don't edit yourself, just tell it.
I work for the Veteran Combat Initiative, VCI. They're a global military contractor. My boss, Mr. Marburg, I think he's involved in something illegal. So I checked it out, and your name came up several times in our database.
What makes you think he intends to kill me?
Termination contracts. Even one for a man named Albara, a professor here in Italy. It was cross-linked to several contracts
Do
within
you
the
have
VCI.
the contracts? That'd be valuable evidence.
Not on me, no.
I see.
Mr. Thornton, I'm not sure what to do next. Go to the authorities? Is there someone I should notify, or...?
Miss St. James, I shouldn't have accepted your call. It's possible Marburg is watching you, along with other employees.
Then what do I do?
I believe your boss is involved in illegal weapon trafficking, and I'm concerned with what he intends to do with those weapons, especially after that plane was struck down in the Middle East.
What? Oh my god, I didn't realize.
Marburg and I aren't the best of friends, and I need to know what he has planned. If you help me, what do you want in return?
Want? I don't want anything. I just don't want to see anyone die.
You're just doing this to help me then? No one suggested it? No cryptic email, no file with my name and picture accidentally left on your desk to seek me out?
No, not at all.
I need those files. Are they in the VCI branch office?
I don't know what you're looking for, but the VCI office in Rome isn't Marburg's personal office. He does most of his work off-site, or when he travels.
But he's here now, so where would he store the information while in Rome?
He has a villa. I've been there several times. If the files exist, I'm guessing they'd be there.
Along with Marburg.
Yes.
Give me the address. Can you get me in?
What?
Passcodes, details on the security system, anything would be helpful.
I can give you the address, but that other information...
Miss St. James, you've already gotten into more trouble than you know by speaking to me, and that's my fault. However, you know Marburg, and you know what you found makes you a liability.
Yes.
I can protect you. I have a location in Rome that Marburg doesn't know about, and you can stay there. But in return, I need whatever information you can provide to take him down.
But...
Let me do my job. If I can expose him, you're safe. And if he gets by me, trust me, no one else can protect you.
All right, Mr. Thornton. I can get you the address to the villa, and the names of the files you need to search for.
Then that's all I need. Come with me.
Thank you for meeting me, Mr. Thornton.
Mike, or Michael is fine. So what's this about someone trying to kill me?
I work for the Veteran Combat Initiative, VCI. They're a global military contractor. My boss, Mr. Marburg, I think he's involved in something illegal. So I checked it out, and your name came up several times in our database.
What makes you think he intends to kill me?
Termination contracts. Even one for a man named Albara, a professor here in Italy. It was cross-linked to several contracts
Do
within
you
the
have
VCI.
the contracts? That'd be valuable evidence.
Not on me, no.
I see.
Mr. Thornton, I'm not sure what to do next. Go to the authorities? Is there someone I should notify, or...?
Madison, you did the right thing warning me, and I appreciate it. I probably shouldn't have accepted your call. I think that may make things worse for you.
For me? I think I was a little more worried about you.
And I appreciate it. I'll do whatever I can to protect you.
You need to look out for yourself first. Mike, Marburg is going to try and kill you. What are you going to do?
Miss St. James, you've only been employed by the VCI for a short time, and as Marburg's assistant. That's an important position, especially for a man of his influence.
Yes. I was abroad studying art history, but when it comes to paying the bills, I thought I would apply for an administrative assistant position. The language skills helped. VCI does a lot of work with foreign governments.
My point is, what you discovered is sensitive information. This could prove dangerous for you.
I know.
I need those files. Are they in the VCI branch office?
I don't know what you're looking for, but the VCI office in Rome isn't Marburg's personal office. He does most of his work off-site, or when he travels.
But he's here now, so where would he store the information while in Rome?
He has a villa. I've been there several times. If the files exist, I'm guessing they'd be there.
Along with Marburg.
Yes.
Give me the address. Can you get me in?
What?
Passcodes, details on the security system, anything would be helpful.
I can give you the address, but that other information...
Miss St. James, you've already gotten into more trouble than you know by speaking to me, and that's my fault. However, you know Marburg, and you know what you found makes you a liability.
Yes.
I can protect you. I have a location in Rome that Marburg doesn't know about, and you can stay there. But in return, I need whatever information you can provide to take him down.
But...
Let me do my job. If I can expose him, you're safe. And if he gets by me, trust me, no one else can protect you.
All right, Mr. Thornton. I can get you the address to the villa, and the names of the files you need to search for.
Then that's all I need. Come with me. Narcissist much?
Thornton, my apologies for relieving you of your weapons, but I'm sure you understand.
I wouldn't want anyone walking into my home with a gun either.
I've been tracking your progress in Rome, and I've made a recommendation to my superiors.
And?
They dislike inefficiency as much as I do. You and I have a common goal, yet we're working at cross purposes.
A common goal? How do you figure?
Mike, I've been in your situation. You can't go back to the government. As for being left in Saudi Arabia, I think your superiors would prefer you not come back at all.
Perhaps I need another employer.
Halbeck rewards loyalty.
I noticed that coming in.
I mean, you will feel satisfaction in your work. You will have confidence and respect in your superiors, and they will show the same. We don't leave our people behind, Thornton. Nor do we throw them to the wolves when it's politically convenient. We could use agents like you, and you wouldn't have to hide or be hunted any longer. You would be doing the hunting.
My situation has nothing to do with my mission or my faith in my country.
Even if your country feels differently about you?
It isn't my country, it's the people claiming to represent it. Assign blame where blame belongs.
I see. A shame. I had hoped you would be willing to cooperate, but I haven't provided the right incentive. That was 10,000 volts. Beat Mr. Thornton until he can no longer stand, but leave him able to speak.
We got him.
Oh, I guess that's that. Now I just need my gear. Mina, do you read me?
I'm here, Mike. Are you inside?
Yeah, but they've got me locked in. Can you override the security systems?
No, I can't patch through to security. I'm sorry, Mike.
Would Madison or Z know the layout?
It depends who you want to help you out, Mike. I can patch Madison through, or I can stay on the line. Just say the word.
Madison's been here before, Mina. She has first-hand knowledge of the villa.
All right, Mike. It's your call. I'll transmit the frequency for her to use. How does this thing work? Okay, I think I've got it.
Madison, can you hear me?
Yes? Mike, I'm not really sure how much I can help.
You know this villa better than me. Just call out if there's something I should know, like cameras, or explosives, or armed guards.
Okay.
All right then, let's go.
Open fuck!
All right, now I need to find my gear if I hope to get out of here.
Marburg's gallery is ahead.
What's through the side door?
His office.
That sounds interesting. The phone on the desk is flashing.
Marburg's private line. You should be able to listen in. Just be careful when you hit the speaker button.
Do I proceed? It depends. Is everything in place? Almost. There's a few last things that need to be taken care of, but I don't anticipate any problems. I hope not. Call me when you have something more.
Either Marburg appreciates fine art, or...
The statue? Let's just say I've never seen him entertain any female guests, Mike. The game room's coming up. There's usually a few guards lounging in there.
I hope it's nothing like Braco's game room.
What?
Never mind. So should I take it slow?
If they haven't heard the bullets already, I don't know. It's a two-story gallery, so...
I'll watch for snipers. Looks like I'm entering a cafe.
It's a bar area. Should be pool tables around.
Good. Might have time for a quick game.
Saw something.
Got a present for you. Uploading the information now.
Receiving. Sure is a lot of security.
And that's that. Alright, I'm at the ruins.
And the bike?
It's close by. It's a nice ride. Looks like the area is under renovation.
The site's closed to the public, Mike. You shouldn't run into any civilians.
Looks like Al-Samad was right. One of their cells is operating here.
Trying to take in all the sights I see.
Good to see how the renovations are going. Don't need these munitions finding their way. That's one. Those look like Marburg's men.
That can't be good. Any idea what they're up to?
No, but I'm gonna find out.
I did that.
What is this place?
If it's beneath the bath, it's probably where they kept the fires, to heat up the bath water.
So, you majored in architecture.
No. Ancient Roman plumbing, with a minor in architecture. Your signal's breaking up a little, Mike.
Must be the ghosts down here.
Are you in the catacombs?
Yeah, but not for much longer. Don't want to pick up any curses. Dun 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 dun. That's the last of the weapons. Hope the world doesn't end up like this if Halbeck fucks it up.
You and me both. I've got a link to all the transmissions to this station, but I'll need some time to trace the signal's origin.
So, I just stand here and wait?
Now you know how I feel. Just make sure nothing interferes with the station until I finish the trace. Then?
Then? What then? We've got trouble, don't we?
Protect the trace, Mike. If we lose it now...
Don't worry, they're not getting anywhere near it.
Mike, you need to protect the trace.
Now I know how the soldiers of the Outlaw felt.
The signal's origin is in Rome.
Keep coming, assholes. I got plenty of bullets.
It looks like a dummy corporation. Cross-reference with contacts. Hold on, Mike, I almost have it. Got it. We're good, Mike. Transmitting the information to the safe house. Mike, what did you do?
Erasing my tracks. And the weapons.
Mike?
Huh? Oh. Sorry, long day.
I imagine. They're airing reports on a shootout at the ruins. And while they're not admitting anything, the word is that it was a terrorist cell. There weren't any reports of you being taken into custody, though, so I wasn't sure what had happened.
They spotted me at the ruins, so I had to think quickly. I got the intel I needed, but it made getting out a lot harder.
Are you hurt?
No. Just need to get my second wind. I have to get to the warehouse soon before the leads grow cold or Marburg moves the evidence out. I'm still running on adrenaline anyway.
I noticed you had medical supplies in the cabinet. If you want, I could...
I'd appreciate that. I'm starting to forget what it's like not to be shot at. I've got more scars than skin now.
You look fine. They must all be under the shirt.
Guess I heal fast, along with the good skin. Thank my mother for that. You should get some sleep, Madison. Why do I get the feeling she actually likes that I shot her repeatedly?
I've told you everything. Everything? No. I think we will need more than that.
But I don't know what happened in Moscow. There was someone there, a man, Thornton.
Enough about this Thornton already. He's dead. Dead in Saudi Arabia. What about the shipments? I thought you made sure we weren't being followed. Oh, this. Better be up this mess. Should have seen him, Mother Russian.
Almost done, but I want to know who they were torturing. Let me ID them and then I'm out of here.
All right, but hurry. Mike, you've got less than a minute.
Got an idea. And some papers he had on him.
Okay, they're almost outside the warehouse. I'm pulling up now.
Madison? Madison, are you here?
Mike? Are you okay?
Just tired, but I found what I was looking for.
Was it enough? Can you take it to the authorities?
No. If I do that, they won't respond in time. I have to do it.
No, you don't. Let the police handle this now. You can let them capture Marburg, expose his involvement.
It's something I have to do. It's my job. Speaking of which, you'll need to find another job when this is over.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
I didn't want to ruin your career, but the VCI, they've been hired by some bad people.
Mike, I made a choice as soon as I found out they intended to kill you. Of course, the fact you already knew would have influenced my decision.
No, I appreciate the warning.
Anytime. You do the same for me.
I didn't mean to wake you when I got in. We've had a rough couple days.
You didn't wake me. I was waiting for you to come back. I meant to stay awake longer, but you were gone for a long time. I was worried something had happened to you. I'm glad you're back.
Me too. I was worried when I came back something had happened to you.
Just dreaming.
Good ones, I hope.
Very. Anything on the news?
Nothing about Marburg. Madison, before, you mentioned something about your father.
Not the best bedroom conversation, but yes.
I couldn't find any mention of him, in Italy or in the States, in the records.
Checking up on me? But you were looking under St. James, right?
Yes.
It's my mother's maiden name. My father and I had a parting of the ways some time ago. She's actually the reason I came to Italy. To get away. Taking her name was part of that.
I don't understand.
My mother was in Italy when she met my father. He was working for the CIA at the time as an analyst, although she didn't know his job then. When she moved with him back to the States a few months later, she found out.
He was an analyst. Who's your father?
Alan Parker, the man you said was working at VCI. I never saw him. I don't know if he knew I was there. Story of my life.
Your father is Alan Parker.
Yes. Mike, do you know him?
Apparently not well enough. You said he left the VCI office. What happened to him?
I don't know. Although one of the HR folks had heard through the grapevine that he'd gotten a better offer from Halbeck.
Holy shit.
Mike?
I think I know who Halbeck's insider is.
My father?
Nothing I can do about it now, but it's a hell of a coincidence. If so, then Westridge may not be involved in this at all. It's Parker. But that makes no sense.
Mike, what are you talking about?
Not now, I'll explain later. After we deal with Marburg. Marburg was able to get the munitions into the country through Al-Samad, but the warehouse was the destination of the bombs.
He wasn't planning to destroy the warehouse, though, right? Was he planning to store the bombs there, use them later in Rome?
That doesn't make much sense. The warehouse was on the outskirts of Rome. There's plenty of other storage areas he could have used.
So there was something special about that warehouse. Its inventory. It's mostly art and museum pieces, right?
I could call up the inventory and see if there's any possible name or location connection.
Were any of the warehouse pieces outbound through customs? Maybe he was smuggling weapons and art pieces.
I doubt it. It looks like the pieces were intended for a museum in the city. Although... Wait, no. Some of the pieces had already been shipped out.
To where? I used to work part-time in restoration in one of the museums. I may be able to help. It's actually part of the reason Marburg hired me, I think.
Marburg hired you because you used to work at a museum?
Yeah, the Museum of Art in Rome. I think they have an exhibit on the Crusades showcase there now. What's wrong?
Some of the pieces in that warehouse. I'm certain they were from that museum.
He's going to bomb the museum. But why?
I have no idea, but that's his target. I need to get there before he does. I'm in the museum.
Mike, I just picked something up on the cameras. It's Marburg's men. They have Madison.
Damn it. Guess the bathroom's still under construction.
I thought you went before you left.
Mina, is there anyone in the museum?
It's normal hours. A few tour groups, security guards. It's a light day for tourists. But that's still a lot of people if the bomb goes off.
I won't let it happen. What's going on?
It sounds like Marburg's men are attacking the security guards. Security's outnumbered.
Agent Thornton, you made it. Good. That makes things... interesting. We have Madison. She's being held in the west wing of the museum. My men have orders to execute her.
That where your bombs are too?
No, the bombs are with me. At the Crusades exhibit. You won't have time to reach both. Either way, someone dies.
You're right about that, Marburg. Why don't you stay put? I'll be right there.
Left or right, Thornton? Your choice. Madison, or coming after me and the bombs. There's not time for both.
Mike, Madison. She's in the wing to your left, but the bombs are in the wing to the right.
Which way should I go?
I don't know, Mike. You'll have to make the call. But I don't think Marburg is bluffing. Mike, they've sealed off the entrance to the other wing.
Guess there's only one way to go now.
Mike, I'm picking up some interference on the channel. And judging from the frequencies, there's some proximity mines near your location.
Who's out there?
I'll keep it.
Show yourself.
stairs to the workshops. There's a tunnel leading to an adjacent building in the restoration room. Go!
Mike, I can't let you...
Go, damn it!
Disappointing. I expected you to carry out your mission. Instead, you let your personal feelings get in the way.
She was my responsibility. I brought her into this.
Yes, you did. Is that all? I thought you two had become intimate. Maybe you thought you could be a hero, save her. Doesn't work that way.
Really?
You've done something to her that will never be undone. You've traded her life for the lives of others. You think that falls solely on you? No, not at all.
Even if the bombs went off, I'll still stop you, Marburg.
No, you won't. There's nothing more you can do.
You blew up an exhibit.
No, I committed a terrorist act in a major European city. Well, Al-Samad did. And it's not just an exhibit. It was a symbol.
A symbol of what? Fear?
A reminder about manifest destiny, blind obedience, and their icons. A man must stand on his own, Thornton.
So says the corporate tool.
I'm done speaking with you, Thornton. Step out with your hands up.
Why don't you come get me?
Thought you...
Kill him!
Expected more from a self-appointed hero. You are disposable and obsolete.
Surrender now, and I can negotiate a deal, Marburg.
Oh, I don't think so, Thornton. Immunity, protection, those things don't interest me. Even if the authorities knew I existed, which they don't.
Don't add to the body count, Marburg. There's no point to any of this.
I think you'll see Miss St. James before I do, Thornton.
Keep talking. Lets me know where to shoot.
Enough of this.
Damn it, he's getting away.
There's nothing you can do now, Mike. Get out of there. There'll be another time.
It was a difficult choice. The woman you cared for, or stopping a terrorist bombing. Oh, if I had been in your shoes, well, I don't know what I would have done.
If you'd been in my shoes, you would have been running for the hills.
Who?
So you blew up a museum, murdered innocent people. I still don't see how this little stunt helps you unless you plan to corner the market on terrorism.
Really? That's because you have a very narrow view of events.
Lectures on perspective from a blind man? That's a first. You planning on teaching about ethics next?
Tragedy in the wake of the terror attack on the rule of Kursu.
I can't expect you to keep up with every news report. I have an entire division devoted to it, plus my ace. This bombing reorganized terrorist legislation in the European.
So what? How does that benefit
The
you?
reorganization benefits Hellberg. Surveillance, airport screening tech, weapons. Mr. Marburg's little crusade in Rome has reminded Europe what fear is.
So those people in the museum that died.
That wasn't the plan, but at least you saved one of them, didn't you? I certainly hope you're not blaming me for something you could have prevented, Mike. Oh, how did that turn out, by the way? Saving the damsel in distress and all.
When you come back, I'll be gone. I don't want you to try and find me. I care about you, Mike. I know you care about me, and that's why I can't be around you anymore. I can't let you put me before anything else, and not before the lives of others. Goodbye, Mike. I'm sorry. Mike. Is it odd seeing me in person?
I could ask the same thing.
It's not odd for me. Well, not after everything we've gone through.
And what have we gone through exactly?
I came here because we're out of time. Taipei, Rome, Moscow. As far as the agency is concerned, they've been resolved to Halbeck's satisfaction. Perhaps not ideally, but Halbeck's projections are optimistic.
So they don't even know they're starting a war.
Not yet. First they'll delete Alpha Protocol and erase everything associated with it. And that means you.
Hey, they haven't done a great job so far, so don't worry about me.
I am worried about you. I can't shut it off. For them, it's a lot more simple. If Alpha Protocol is erased, then you're erased. Whatever life you had will be gone. You'll be rogue forever. Until someone finds you and kills you. And I can't let that happen to you.
Then I say we bring them down before they get the chance. They don't know about you, Mina. And they certainly don't know me.
It's more
No, it is that simple. Trust me. And if they've got Halbeck on their side, then they're doubly screwed. Mina, we're going to get through this.
Mike.
I mean it.
Mike, I can't. You don't know what's going to happen.
Neither do you.
Mike, about Madison and Rome,
That's behind me.
I didn't mean to put you in danger. I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
Well, that's pretty insulting. What, do I have halitosis?
I didn't mean that part.
Good, because that hurt my feelings.
Suppose you already have a plan.
Save the day. Somehow. But first I have to get back to the facility. Then take out the folks that trained me, along with any Marines, agents, or any other Halbeck thugs that got with them. Get evidence on an international conspiracy, and prevent World War III. So I guess I better get started.
We better get started.
No, you need to get to safety. I don't want you getting hurt. And I'd be surprised if Westridge and Parker haven't already figured out someone's been feeding me information. If so, your life is in danger.
I want to help. I can return to Alpha Protocol. I can still help you from the inside. I can't just throw you to the wolves.
I don't want you going back there. Chances are they know about you. And if so...
All right. There's another safe house I can hide out in until this blows over. But this could be the last time we see each other.
Don't count on it. I'm not letting you off the hook that easy.
What are you going to do?
Call in a few favors. If Alpha Protocol thinks it's the only one with an army, they're in for a shock.
World War III is on the horizon. A recent European Union Financial news, Halbeck Industries is facing intense scrutiny from shareholders. Just the latest bump in the Trump...
Tragic news for dog lovers. The latest target of scammers are online puppy buyers, those seeking the company. Roman police raided a warehouse in the Apria district. No shots were fired during...
Scarlett?
Come in, Mike.
Your door was open. You don't seem surprised. How did you know it was... That's an interesting skill to have picked up.
In case you haven't guessed already, I don't have much of a social life. What is it you needed, Mike? Got another story to pass along?
Something wrong? If so, maybe I can help.
Wrong? I don't know, Mike. You seem to be a complicated person. Very little about you seems simple. I was pretty certain you might be Interpol or military, but my gut tells me intelligence. But none of my contacts have heard of you.
Contacts? So you've been checking up on me?
I didn't want to, but you really don't leave me much choice if I want to know the truth.
If I was intelligence, is that something you think I'd tell a journalist?
You tell me. And I'd like you to be honest with me, if you can. I think I deserve that much.
There's not much to say. I used to work for the United States government. I still do, in my own way.
What do you mean?
I'm not exactly welcome back home. When you met me in Saudi Arabia, that was my last official mission with the US. After that, I've been on my own. Except for people I've met on the way. Like you.
It doesn't sound like you've had a chance to relax in Saudi Arabia.
That's an understatement.
My military and intelligence contacts didn't have much on you.
Not surprising.
So, I checked the corporate gossip. Halbeck's taken quite an interest in you.
Let's just say Leyland and I don't see eye to eye on business practices. You ever met him?
At press conferences. Quite the snake. But that doesn't explain why Halbeck would be after you.
I accidentally discovered something in Saudi Arabia I shouldn't have. Something that could ruin Halbeck.
What did you find out?
I found they'd been selling weapons to Al-Samad, and I got proof.
Is that why you're here?
I don't trust anyone else with it. And if something happens to me, then the world needs to know.
It's that bad, huh?
Pretty bad.
I'll make sure it gets where it needs to go. Are you going to be all right?
I have no idea.
Do you need to leave right now?
No, I can stay. For a little while if you need me to.
Considering I might not see you again, I'd like that.
The world can wait, then. What the hell? Guess the old man gave me a false number.
Communications decrypted. Signal established.
Albatross. Your signal's weak. I can barely see you.
Agent Thornton, Mike, my apologies for the poor connection. It's the price one pays for privacy. I can only spare a few minutes, so tell me what you need, quickly.
I'm infiltrating the Alpha Protocol facility, and I need your help.
I see. This is sooner than I expected. If you think I know the location of the facility, I can't help you.
I can get there. What I need is whatever intel or manpower you can provide, once I'm inside.
If you can get in and transmit the location. But once you transmit the coordinates, you'll need to buy yourself some time before I can intervene. May I ask why you're infiltrating the agency? It seems counterproductive, not to mention the low chance of success.
I have to do this, and I have to find out the truth of what's going on there. I can pay you for your help, Albatross.
You don't need to pay me, Mike. An alliance with you and your continued survival has proven to be in my best interests. When I was at Braco's mercy, you chose to intervene. I've not forgotten. And you spared Sis when you had no reason to do so. Now it is my turn to help you.
You're not getting compassionate in your old age, are you?
Consider it a payment for services rendered. One doesn't kill the golden goose.
Or an albatross. Seems doing both would be unwise.
I would agree. Once you reach your destination, we shall prove it. Until then, I shall ensure the south wind is at your back.
Enjoy your flight. I'll see you soon.
Welcome, Agent Thornton. This is the meeting I spoke of long ago in Saudi Arabia, I believe. I have much to share with you.
Is it about Halbeck?
A portion of it is, yes. The rest concerns its partner, your Alpha Protocol program. But that will cost you.
I don't have much more to give, Shahid. And I did spare your life before.
You know as well as I do. These events that Halbeck has set in motion, they are not well researched. They are conflicts. And then there are wars. What they have started, it is a fire that will sweep the globe.
I'm not here to negotiate, and you've actively participated in these events. I don't see why it matters to you.
When these events will make my country suffer more than it deserves? Yes. And when another may shoulder the rightful blame? Again, yes.
Rightful blame.
Indeed. Are you prepared to betray your own country, Agent Thornton? When I speak of blame, it is the United States that is the one responsible for these events.
I'm not betraying my country, and certainly not for you.
Is Alpha Protocol your country? Or is it one of its lies under the guise of the United States?
I accept my responsibility for my role in it. And now I have one last bit of business to attend to. Finishing my mission in Saudi Arabia.
If you do this, you will not leave here.
Oh, your bodyguards? I wouldn't worry about them. I trapped the exterior. That should be the last of them now. No, that's the last one there.
I am ready.
So am I. Not a fair trade for the lives on the airliner, but it's a start. I hope Leyland heard that one coming.
Welcome, Agent Thornton. This is the meeting I spoke of long ago in Saudi Arabia, I believe. I have much to share with you.
Is it about Halbeck?
A portion of it is, yes. The rest concerns its partner, your Alpha Protocol program. But that will cost you.
I don't have much more to give, Shahid. And I did spare your life before.
You know as well as I do. These events that Halbeck has set in motion, they are not well researched. They are conflicts. And then there are wars. What they have started, it is a fire that will sweep the globe.
I'm surprised you care.
When these events will make my country suffer more than it deserves? Yes. And when another may shoulder the rightful blame? Again, yes.
Rightful blame.
Indeed. Are you prepared to betray your own country, Agent Thornton? When I speak of blame, it is the United States that is the one responsible for these events.
I'm not betraying my country, and certainly not for you.
Is Alpha Protocol your country? Or is it one of its lies under the guise of the United States?
Halbeck's my enemy, not the United States, or whoever Alpha Protocol claims to be working for.
And if they are the same thing?
Then you don't understand the situation.
I do, more than you, I think. But you have come for help, or simply to call a favor due. I have information that should be of use to you in hurting Halbeck. Accounts, transactions, and knowledge of their involvement with your program. And of course, the missile codes you asked for. Although I fail to see what use they are to you.
That's a start.
A start?
Yes. I need you to broadcast something for me. I have a suspicion that's going to cause quite a stir where I'm headed.
Welcome, Agent Thornton. This is the meeting I spoke of long ago in Saudi Arabia, I believe. I have much to share with you.
Is it about Halbeck?
A portion of it is yes. The rest concerns its partner, your Alpha Protocol program. But that will cost you.
I don't have much more to give, Shahid. And I did spare your life before.
You know as well as I do. These events that Halbeck has set in motion, they are not well researched. They are conflicts. And then there are wars. What they have started, it is a fire that will sweep the globe.
I'm surprised you care.
When these events will make my country suffer more than it deserves? Yes. And when another may shoulder the rightful blame? Again, yes.
Rightful blame.
Indeed. Are you prepared to betray your own country, Agent Thornton? When I speak of blame, it is the United States that is the one responsible for these events.
I'm not betraying my country, and certainly not for you.
Is Alpha Protocol your country? Or is it one of its lies under the guise of the United States?
I accept my responsibility for my role in it. And now I have one last bit of business to attend to. Finishing my mission in Saudi Arabia.
If you do this, you will not leave here.
Oh, your bodyguards? I wouldn't worry about them. I trapped the exterior. That should be the last of them now. No, that's the last one there.
I am ready.
So am I. Not a fair trade for the lives on the airliner, but it's a start. I hope Leyland heard that one coming.
Did you take care of what you had to do?
Everything's in place. How about you?
It shouldn't be much longer.
Are you safe?
Probably safer than you. Mike, if this doesn't work...
Goodbye, Mina. Mind if I sit here?
Go ahead. You'll save me from having to call in the squad. All done running?
Never was.
Yeah, well, whatever you call it, I'm here to bring you in. Glad you're not making a fuss about this.
I called you, remember?
So, here we are, Agent Thornton.
Guess you can go home again.
If by home you mean prison. Mr. Westridge first spoke to you in this room, didn't he?
Interrogated, actually. It was a really dull conversation.
When he asked you why you volunteered for Alpha Protocol, do you remember what you told him?
It was my duty. I wanted to serve my country. I want to serve my country.
And you think by being assigned here is the best way to do that?
Give me a mission and I'll prove it.
Does it feel good being a patriot now, Mike? Looking back, everything you did for your country, was it worth it? Because they're not going to do a damn thing for you. They left you out to dry. That's the nature of this place. You'll have to excuse me, but I asked for this next part to be recorded for posterity. I wanted to make sure it's captured perfectly.
Do you know what I like most about our relationship, Henry? It's these special moments, you and I, talking about the world. It's really cozy. So when you're asking me if it's all worth it, not yet. But it will be when I look back on this years from now and get this beautiful wave of nostalgia.
Never mind then, Thornton. Seems...
I'm not done. What I'm gonna remember most is how you thought you had it all under control before this little plan of yours came crashing down around you.
All right, Thornton. I think you misunderstand me. You see, I'm not here to gloat. I'm here to offer you a deal.
I'm not giving up the film footage, see?
I don't care, Mike. That's a separate appointment in my calendar. Right now, we're discussing you and Helbeck.
What are you talking about?
If you stay here, it isn't going to turn out well for you. The best you could have hoped for was to be captured by Alpha Protocol. Then they can erase you quietly. To me, that seems like a waste of talent.
Really?
Really? Do you know why I used you in the first place?
I'm all ears.
Because I recognize an asset when I see it. That is the reason Helbeck is where it is today, and why our numbers are so high. It's also why Mr. Marburg chose to work for me. It's because I recognize value, and I reward loyalty.
You're offering me a job.
Mike, you already work for me. I just like to make it official. We have an excellent insurance package.
What makes you think I'd even consider that?
Because you can't go back. You found out too much. You know where all the embarrassing little connections are. That makes you a good agent, but a rather large liability. Me, I have a different perspective on the situation. I know what you did needed to be done to achieve results. It's a rare quality to find someone willing to think outside the box.
I still haven't heard your terms yet. And it sounds like you've made this offer before.
This was the same talk Marburg and I had a long time ago, although I didn't know his agency connection when I hired him. You're a special case. I was able to recruit right from the source. So, a few things. One, you're going to be executed at worst, or at best, spend life in a CIA prison in Eastern Europe. Two, this will be the last conversation you'll have with another human being. And three, it really wasn't my fault that this whole situation happened, but I think you already recognize that.
What a surprise to hear you say that. Anything else would be admitting responsibility. We wouldn't want that.
Actually, responsibility and accountability factors into it. Mike, your government needed my contracts. They hired me to build this place, and worst of all, they created you.
Worst of all?
Yes, because when they create programs like this, there's no accountability. And when people never have to answer for the things they do.
Leyland?
What is it?
I've been dying to do that for hours, but I needed to hear all you had to brag about first.
I'll take that as your answer, then. This was it for you, Thornton. I was your last chance.
I can't wait to show you how wrong you are.
Agent Thornton, allowing yourself to be captured, making us go through the effort of bringing you here. Well done.
I'm surprised you haven't figured it out yet, Marburg. I know your history. I know the United States left you out to dry. Deus Vult, all of it. But it doesn't seem like you learned anything from it. You served Deus Vult blindly, and now you're answering to Leyland and Halbeck.
Your point?
Trading one master for another, Marburg? Seems to me blind loyalty is what got you here in the first place. Everything you know about Leyland should tell you what your future is.
I don't expect I'll see you again, Agent Thornton. Your mission ends here.
Sorry, sir, but we have our orders. When they administer the meds, the end will be quick.
Detonation sequence initiated. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Detonation sequence initiated. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Detonation sequence initiated. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
You made it out, I see.
Once you're armed, get to the Global Monitoring Center and hack into the system. I'll do what I can to assist you.
I saw something.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
Damn, which one?
Last chance, guys. Back up your files.
Agent? Or is it just Mike Thornton now, with the rank stripped away? Never understood why we had titles anyway. Meaningless. I don't understand why you wanted to speak to me. If you think I can help you, you're wrong.
We'll see. I think you'll want to hear what I have to say. Parker, in Rome, I saved your daughter.
Really?
Madison, I saved her life. Marburg and Halbeck were holding her hostage.
You're lying. This is beneath even you. Why would Halbeck care about my daughter? To threaten me? I heard nothing of this.
That's because they didn't know she was your daughter. She was working for Marburg at the time, at the VCI branch office. Madison St. James.
St. James?
Your wife's maiden name. Madison took it to distance herself from you, and you know why she did it. I chose her over the bomb, Parker. I saved your daughter. Don't believe me? Check.
This conversation is over, Agent.
Parker.
Let's move it!
Scarlet?
Mike, what are you doing here?
I could ask you that same question. Did they hurt you?
No. They asked me a lot of questions, but I think they were mostly interested in finding out what I knew about you.
What did you tell them?
Not much. I think I learned more about you from them than anything you ever told me. Mike, there's something I have to tell you.
Can it wait? We have to get out of here without getting killed.
Mike, it's about what happened in Taipei, about Sung. There was a reason I was there. I was the shooter.
What? Why are you telling me this, and why now? For what it's worth, I'm glad you told me.
What are you going to do?
You mean what are we gonna do? I need your help if I'm gonna get out of here. I also need that footage. And failing that, your testimony. No way am I leaving you here. I don't think Leyland intends to pay you, and Alpha Protocol's not gonna be nice to you either. And if you're as good as I think you are, having one of the world's best assassins on my side could even the odds.
All right, Mike. You've got my attention. I'll get the footage and meet up with you. You know, Mike, in the hotel, I wanted to tell you then.
We can talk about it later, after we're both safely out of here.
I'll get the footage and meet up with you. I'll be all right. Go on ahead.
Looks like they're flooding the place.
I guess they're scrubbing the evidence clean. And you along with it.
report to checkpoint 1 in 10 minutes.
Something moving over there? What the hell was that?
Mike, really could use a hand here. These guys are killing my story.
If Alpha Protocol was one of my branches, I would have terminated everyone by now.
Aren't you doing that already? Just hold on, Leyland. I'll be seeing you in a bit.
You mean after you help Miss Tang? We have her prisoner here. It's your choice, Thornton. Rescue her or come after me. Let's see where your priorities lie.
Is this your way of making me say I need your help? Because I do. These guys are all over me.
You hear that?
Tank.
Tried to get here sooner. I'm sorry.
You're sorry. This is my fault. I didn't cover my tracks well enough. They were following me when I met you at the hotel. And as soon as they had you, Darcy and his agents captured me.
Is that who hit you?
Yeah, but I hit him first.
I'm getting you out of here. Can you stand?
Yeah, mostly it's my pride that's hurt. But, Mike, this facility is sealed off. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's why I feel sorry for Leyland.
You never give up, do you?
Not as long as you're there with me. You ready? Might get a little rough.
Rough for them, maybe. Us, not so much. I'll do what I can to shut down the security systems. We'll break them apart. Go on ahead. I'll circle around and get to a terminal.
see Darcy, save some for me.
Got a nice view from up here. You go ahead and do your thing.
We still need the data off those servers. Get one to recover.
Source report location 3.
have access to the files. What is taking so long?
I'm confirming some details on the Rome operation.
Just get the job done.
Yeah, I could use some help. Can you get on that other terminal? I need someone to log in on a secondary station.
What? Fine.
I understand you nearly killed my daughter in Rome.
What?
Madison St. James. My daughter.
You're wrong. And don't point that gun at me. What next? The fools locked us out of the system. The files are still
we're
in
on a shot.
Not now. We need to get a tech up here. St. James was his daughter. Of all that were... Thornton told him. Everyone, search the area. Be on your guard. I don't think we've seen the last of Mr. Thornton yet.
I think they armed the bomb in here. And it looks like to be a few minutes before the timers hit 0. Mike, you need to shut them down.
And the armed gunman?
Those two.
Well, look at you. Really resilient little agent, aren't you?
The hell was that?
Thought you could hide. Quit playing with those things and fight like a man.
Hurry up. Thornton's not out of the picture yet.
Headed to the surface. Make sure you get the cover.
I'll circle around and meet up with you topside. Good luck.
Still alive, I see.
Well, there goes our flight out of here. Waste of a missile, but it seems like everybody on this island is trigger happy. Head for the wreckage. I asked the pilot to bring me a resupply in case Leyland refused to pay.
On my way.
Glad you made it out here to our live fire range. No more practice runs for you. This is the real deal. Keep him busy. I'll be back in a second.
The only way out is through here. Come on now. Come on, you gave more trouble when he first showed up here. Looks like it's all up to me. Yeah. Looks like it's all up to me. Only wish Mina could see me kick your ass, Mikey.
Thought I heard
Flush him out.
come out wherever you are.
What's going on, Mike? Do you need help?
All done here. Just had to settle things with a colleague.
I stashed more weapons and ammo on the chopper. The one that had the missile accident. Get to it and see what you can recover. Anything at the crash site?
No, just another helicopter.
Where's the boat? ETA on arrival, please. I have appointments I need to keep. I don't know what Thornton's game is, but he needs to be stopped. He escaped custody and he's coming for us. I need an escort out of here now.
Give it up, Leyland.
Thornton, it seems I underestimated you.
Yeah, that's one of your talents. It's your choice. Prison, or I kill you right here.
No, the choice is yours, Agent. I'm leaving. I suggest you do the same.
Take out the target. The bays are filling up.
Give it up, Thornton. You're not gonna live through this. What's the matter, Thornton? Things getting too stressful?
I suggest you get to one of the upper catwalks and then wait for the shot.
That what you did with Sun?
A lot more elegant than what you did with Shiny.
You're as persistent as you are incompetent. Keep the water flowing! We need to get this boat launched! There you are. Water's at quarter capacity. Coward shows himself.
Going somewhere.
All right, Thornton. What is it you want?
To see you brought to justice.
Please, Agent, don't be a fool. How dare you hit me?
That's for what you did to Mina. And that's for my life. I could keep this up all day. Now, tell me what else I can't do. You think you can give me orders? Think you have control of this situation?
Thornton, hold on. I'll give myself up. Testify, if that's what you want. I can say what happened here, with your mission.
And all I have to do is let you go, right? See, that's where you lose my interest. Goodbye, Leyland.
Thornton, please. I can pay you.
Mission accomplished, Agent?
Just Mike, if you please. I have no idea. I don't even know where here is. Surprise me.
That'd be a change.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're not the most predictable person, Mike. Keeping up with you is a lot of work.
Well, we've made it this far. I think we're done with surprises for a while.
We'll see. I bet there's one or two more in our future.
More setbacks for troubled Halbeck Industries today as Russian federal police uncovered extensive evidence linking the corporation's senior officers to illegal arms trafficking. This setback comes on the heels of a mysterious disappearance of Halbeck CEO Henry Leland, who vanished from his San Francisco office earlier this month. American law enforcement is cooperating with Interpol to locate him. In the wake of Halbeck's precipitous market drop, Russian heavy industry has experienced a sudden surge in weapons manufacturing contracts. Sources within the Russian government tell INN that Russia will be moving away from foreign imports in the coming months. What effect such a move might have on the world economy remains to be seen. Mideast peace talks were further set back when the Altair insurgent group attacked a convoy of U.S. diplomats in Saudi Arabia. This attack was just the latest in a period of escalating violence in the region, which began when Al-Samad collapsed last month. Since the disappearance of Ali Shahid, the Al-Samad terror network has disintegrated, with chief lieutenants forming their own breakaway sects in their attempts to establish dominance. This fragmentation of the Al-Samad network has coincided with a dramatic drop in arms trafficking in the region, an event which has Pentagon officials relieved. According to one source, had the attackers been armed with more sophisticated weaponry than Cold War-era RPGs and assault rifles, the attack on the American convoy might have been much more severe. Luckily, Secret Service agents were able to repel the attack with minimal casualties. None of the Senate delegation to the Mideast Unity Conference were harmed, but 2 Secret Service agents were killed in the line of duty. Our thoughts here at INN are with them and their families. On the 1-month anniversary of the Roman Museum bombing, thousands turned up for a candlelight vigil in memory of the fallen. Leading the crowd was Madison St. James, an American woman who very nearly died in the attack. Miss St. James has become a striking political figure in the previous weeks, having spoken at the EU headquarters in Strasbourg, the US Senate, and the Mideast Unity Conference in Riyadh. She has called for reforms in anti-terror legislation, citing sweeping human rights violations that are ultimately ineffectual at combating terrorism. Uncertainty still grips Taiwan in the wake of the deadly riots at last month's political rally. With the death toll standing at over 300, concerns have been raised that President Ronald Sung's pro-independence government has become too aggressive. President Sung survived an assassination attempt during the rally, which many critics are calling an attempt to incite a war between Taiwan and mainland China. President Sung has refused to back down in the wake of the attempt on his life, and in a speech made earlier this week declared that his life meant nothing compared to Taiwanese independence. Taiwanese authorities announced the execution of attempted assassin Wen Shu today. Investigators have uncovered no motive for the assassination attempt. A copy of Catcher in the Rye, a novel famously associated with conspiracy theories and secret American brainwashing programs, was found in his apartment, leading to internet speculation that Wen Shu was an American sleeper agent planted to assassinate Sung and touch off a war with China. U.S. government sources have declined comment.